talk about right there where Krishna has performed pastimes. See? So we talked about that. Akrur Ghat, we talked. We talked about, this is the Mathura Parikrama, we talked about the Jamuna Devi and Yamaraj, brother and sister.
Should I put on full screen?
Please.
Is this button here? Slideshow.
I see. Okay. We talked about Dhruv Maharaj, Kubja, Rangeshwar Mahadev. We talked about that. Here is Ishla Prabhupada took sannyas in Mathura at Keshav Gaudiya Math. Then we went to Madhuban, Lavanasura demon, Satrugna killed. Dhruv Tila, where Dhruv Maharaj performed tapasya and had a darshan of the Lord on top of the hill. Then Krishna Kund, then we went to Satrugna's temple. Satrugna came here. This is when we went to Talaban, where Dhanukasura was killed by Balaram. We go there and we talk about it. See? Komudwan, we talked about that. Santanu Kund. Kechri, this is the birthplace of Putana. Mother Putna ki jai ho. Bahula, we talk about that. And we are in Radhakund and Kusum Sarovar. So we start from Kusum Sarovar, which is famous for our ISKCON devotees, particularly youth. They like to go and they like to swim in the Kusum Sarovar. So we talk about there is a Uddhava bait, Uddhava's behind the temple, behind the Sarovar there is a Uddhava temple. Now Uddhava was exactly looked like Krishna. So Krishna had sent Uddhava, Krishna is in Mathura and he sent a message, he sent Uddhava to give the message to the Mother Jashoda, Nanda Maharaj and all the cowherd boys and the gopis, particularly Radharani. Now Uddhava is a disciple of Brihaspati, very learned scholar, very learned. But he had not tasted the Braj Prema. In the Braj, as we discussed in Braj, the Brajvasi don't accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For Brajvasi, Krishna is their son, their brother, their sakha, their friend, their lover. That's what it is in Brajvasi. And Uddhava was intelligent, he was a disciple of Brihaspati, he had a knowledge, but he had not tasted that Braj love. So Krishna sent Uddhava to Nandagaon to give the message. Now question might be raised that Krishna is in Mathura and Vrindavan is how many? At the present is like 16 kilometers. Can go in 1 hour. So why Krishna was not going? Krishna could have gone to Vrindavan or Brajvasi had gone to Mathura. What is the problem? No, because Krishna had promised to Brajvasis that I will come. And they want to keep that. Because of that, the Brajvasi had so much love for Krishna and of course Krishna never lives in Vrindavan, so manifested and manifested. When Krishna went to Mathura, is not a Shyam Sundar Krishna. It is the Vasudev Krishna who went to Mathura and to Dwarka. So Shyam Sundar Krishna never lives in Vrindavan. He's always, but he's unmanifested. See? So Krishna sent a message with Uddhava to the gopis and to all the cowherd boys and also the Mother Jashoda Maharaj. And when Uddhava saw the love When Uddhava entered, he said, he is asking, where is the house of the Nanda Maharaj Yashoda? They said, people said, that, you see the flow of the water coming, you go, just follow that and you will find the house. That's why. Because Mother Jashoda and Nanda Maharaj, they were so absorbed in the love for their son that they would keep crying. They would not eat, they would not sleep, they would just keep crying. And by the cry, the water was like flowing like the river. So you get to go find him. And of course, Uddhava tried to pacify. This is all in Srimad Bhagavatam is there. Uddhava tried to pacify. And Ananda Maharaj, and he's trying to talk about the philosophy that, Krishna is everywhere. No, your Krishna might be everywhere, but our boy Krishna is not everywhere. He is our little boy. So that was the love. And of course, Brahmar Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, where Uddhava is giving the message to Radharani, and famous chapter, Brahma. So Uddhava was supposed to stay only for a couple of days in the Braj. But he stayed for a long time. And then he realized that only thing I can do is I don't want to leave Braj. He didn't want to leave a Braj. He wanted to stay. But how can he do that? He has to go back. So he decided, I want to be a blade of grass. I want to be a blade of grass and stay in the Braj. So here at the Kusum Sarovar, behind the Kusum there is a temple, and he was staying as a blade of grass. He's staying there. Why? Because he was thinking that the gopis will pass him and their lotus feet will touch me. And not just that, the Braj Raj of that lotus feet of that Braj, the dust of the lotus will touch my head. See, this is what the Braj is. Like Lord Brahma performed tapasya. And where is he? He is in the, our universal Lord Brahma is a four-headed, right? In four-headed form, he took the hill. He took the hill. He came as a hill, and the Barsana. And top of the one of the head is the Barsana. Radharani's palace is there, because Brahma wanted the dust of the lotus feet of Radharani touching me. Same as Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva wanted altar, so also wanted. So Lord Shiva is in Nandagam as a hill, and on top of the hill is the temple of the palace of Nanda Maharaj, where Krishna Balaram stays. So all these devotees, all these great personalities, they want to have the dust of the lotus feet of the gopis. Right? That's why our Lord Chaitanya says, Gopir Bhartu Pada Kamalayo Dasa Dasano Das. I want the servant of the gopis. That is their love. So Uddhava is staying as a grass in the Braj, and right near the Kusum Sarovar. So after Krishna left, he went to his abode. Of course, Krishna never leaves, but he's completed his pastimes. So he went back. So all the 16,100 queens of Dwarka, they were not happy because Krishna left now. So they wanted, what should we do now? So Kalindi is the one of the expansion of Jamuna. She said that the best thing is we have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. We have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam, but where can we hear? So Kalindi told, because Kalindi is the expansion of Jamuna, she said there is a Uddhava. In Braj, there is a Uddhava at the Kusum Sarovar, and that's where he resides, and we should hear Srimad Bhagavatam from him. And of course, Uddhava, when Krishna left, then Uddhava wanted to go with him. Krishna and Uddhava, they were like very close friends. Uddhava was wearing the Krishna's dresses. Whatever Krishna didn't wear, Uddhava would wear those dresses. And they look like same. See. So Uddhava wanted, so they said we have to go to Kusum Sarovar. So Parikshit Maharaj, he brought all the queens to here on the bank of this Kusum Sarovar. And he spoke, and how can he's in a grass, in a form of the grass. So all the queens, they started to, all the instruments, they started to chant, and with a big dance and chanting. This is mentioned in the Adi Varaha Purana about that. See, so Srimad Bhagavatam Mahatmya, these pastimes is mentioned. So Uddhava, all the queens, they are chanting and dancing and playing instrument. So Uddhava appeared from the grass, and Uddhava, then they requested Uddhava to please describe the pastimes of Krishna. And that's why Krishna had told Uddhava not to come with him. Krishna had told Uddhava, you go to Bhadra, you stay there, and you have to come. You will have to talk about Srimad Bhagavatam. So Uddhava appeared from the grass, and he's reciting Srimad Bhagavatam right here on the bank of the Kusum Sarovar behind. Now Parikshit wanted to hear Srimad Bhagavatam also, but Uddhava said, no, you go, because Kali is coming, you have to protect this kingdom. That's your responsibility. But he said, I want to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. So Uddhava said, no. You will hear in the future from Sukdev Goswami. Uddhava already told to Parikshit. So of course Parikshit left. And as Uddhava was reciting Srimad Bhagavatam to all the queens, by hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam one by one, all the queens are going back. This is the Srimad Bhagavatam. And of course Lord Chaitanya has said that in Kali Yuga, Krishna has come in form of Srimad Bhagavatam. So we King Nashtaprayasu Bhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. We continue reading Srimad Bhagavatam every day. We will be going back home, back to Godhead. So this is the pastime took place here right in the Kusum Sarovar. Of course, Kusum Sarovar had a lotus, nice, beautiful lotus flowers. And of course, the Radharani, all the gopis used to get the flowers and they will make the garlands for Krishna. And here is where Krishna is combing the hairs of Radharani. Here, see. So this pastime took place here. Here you can see. Now here is a Manasi Ganga. Manasi means mind. Krishna and all the Nanda Maharaj and Jashoda, they were worshipping Narayan. And they wanted to go to Ganga. So Krishna said, they need to go. Why have to leave the Braj? He created. Of course, what happened is that Krishna had killed the Vatsasur demon. Vatsasur is a little calf demon. And gopis are telling that you can't come closer to me. You have to go take a bath in all the rivers. Don't come closer to us. So Krishna, of course, he created by his mind this Manasi Ganga. And of course, Krishna took a bath here. Now here another nice pastime is that Krishna, all the gopis, gopis, what they do? They have the butter and ghee and the milk and all, they go for selling. So Radharani and all the gopis, they were to cross the Manasi Ganga to go. But how can they go? They go by boat. So Krishna came as a boatman. Krishna came a boatman and he's telling the gopis are approaching. He's a boatman. He's Krishna. All the gopis are approaching that we want to cross the Manasi Ganga. Please, can you take us? It's okay, please. You can come in. Mhm. So he is sitting and he is rowing the boat. In the middle of the boat, he said, "Now I'm hungry. So please you have to give me your butter and the ghee and all." So he is eating everything. And then Gopi said, "Can you take us now?" "No, no, I ate so much now, I have to take a rest." So he's just lying down. Someone has to massage my feet, hand my feet. This is Krishna. So while the gopis are doing that, heavy storms comes. Heavy storm. And the boat is start to sink. And gopis are completely devastated. He said, "Now you whatever ornaments you have to throw in the. My boat is getting heavy. Water is coming. Now you have to throw all your ornaments in the river." So the gopis does that. But while he's doing on, the boat is shaking. The Radharani, somehow other moving Radharani touching Krishna, boatman. And as soon as she touched to Krishna, she said, "This is not a boatman. This is Krishna, Shyam Sundar." So this is what we have pastimes take place here in Manasi. Here is the Manasi Ganga also. There is Chakreshwar Mahadev, one of the four Mahadevs. Chakreshwar Mahadev, Bhuteshwar Mahadev, Gopeshwar Mahadev, and Kameshwar Mahadev. These are four Mahadev in the Braj. More Kshetrapal, protecting the Braj. So Chakreshwar Mahadev, and here is the Sanatan Goswami's Bhajan Kutir is there. It will come later on. We'll show that. So Bhajan Kutir, here is, see all the gopis here. So Sanatan Goswami, Chakreshwar Mahadev they would be, Chakreshwar Mahadev loved Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami loved by all Brajbasis. All the Goswamis. Our all Goswamis, what they do? They stayed in the Braj. So they love all the Brajbasis, and particularly Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami loved all the Brajbasis because he would go to the houses of brothers. He asked brothers, "How is your son? How is your farming going on? His daughter got married." And all this, he was so friendly with them. So like a family member. And they loved. And this is what we need. Impersonalism is spread so heavily that we don't even talk with each other, even in ISKCON, unfortunately. Even just you say to some Prabhu, how are you doing, Hare Krishna? They'll be so happy to hear it. See? This is impersonalism. See? So Sanatan Goswami was doing bhajan, and there were a lot of mosquitoes there. So they were disturbing in his bhajan. So he wanted to leave. He wanted to leave the place here at Manasingha. The Chakreshwar Mahadev is there. So Mahadev said, "No, please, I want your association. Please don't leave." But he said, "A mosquito is bothering." He said, I'll drive away the mosquitoes from here. And Chakreshwar Mahadev drove away all mosquitoes from there. And Sanatan Goswami said, "Even at present, today, at that place, there is no mosquitoes." So we go to now Manasingha, we talked about that. Now we go to the straight to go. This is Danagati, where Krishna asking for the tax from the gopis. See here Krishna asking for the tax. Sankarshan Kun, Govind Kun. Now we're going to talk about the Govind Kun. This is the main. This is where after the Krishna stop, of course, Govardhan Puja is in Kartik. So after Krishna stopped the Indra Jagya and worship of the Govardhan, so Indra came here. Krishna hold Govardhan for 7 days and 7 nights with this finger, right? And then Indra realized that because Krishna wanted to break the Indra's pride. That was the main reason. One of the reason. Also, Krishna is thinking that I am the boss, Indra is my servant, huh? And the boss is right in the house of Nanda Maharaj. I'm a boss, I'm in the house of Nanda Maharaj, and they are worshipping my servant. I have to show some lesson to here. See? And of course, Indra was proud about, had a pride. So he wanted to break, the Krishna wanted to break his pride, and that's why he lifted the Govardhan for 7 days and 7 nights. Now after Indra realized, he came here with Airavat and came with the Surabhi cow. In Airavat he brought the water of the Ganges from the up. And of course he brought the cow because Indra's spiritual master Brihaspati told him that if you go to Braj, then Krishna will not even look at you, but you bring the cow in front of you. You bring the cow, as soon as Krishna will see the cow, he will give attention to you. And of course Indra came there, and Indra with the cow, and Indra, there is a whole prayers are there by Indra. And of course Indra then perform Abhishek of Krishna. And this is the Govind Kund is filled with the Abhishek of Krishna, and Indra gave the name of Krishna Govinda. From there on, Krishna was known as Govinda. So this Govinda Kund is the place. Govind Kund is a place where our Sri Madhavendra Puri, Lord Chaitanya's spiritual master Ishwar Puri spiritual master Madhavendra Puri, and Madhavendra Puri was performing tapasya right on the bank of the Govind Kund. And he was a Jati sannyasi. Jati sannyasi is like sannyasi who don't beg. They don't go for begging. They sit at one place, do kirtan. In case someone brings something, they eat. If nobody brings anything, then he doesn't eat. So he was 2 or 3 days, he was sitting on the bank of the Govind Kund and he was performing, chanting holy name. And all the cowherd girls, they were passing by because they have to go to fetch the water from the well. You know, ladies carry the big 2-3 pots on their head, and they go and they bring the water. So they were passing by. So one day this little boy, cowherd boy, who was Krishna, he came there with a pot of milk. And he's telling to this Madhavendra Puri that you will die. Can you eat something? You're not eating for last 2 or 3 days. You're going to die fasting. Madhavendra Puri said, how do you know I'm not eating? Well, because all the gopis are passing by here and they see you just sitting here. So my mother has sent me the milk, this pot of milk. Please take this milk. And I will come collect that milk, that pot I will collect later on, but I have to go to herd my cows, otherwise my mother will be angry with me. So he gave a pot of milk, and that pot of milk, opposite, was very tasty, given by Krishna. But that Krishna little boy didn't come at all to take that pot. And Madhavendra Puri is waiting and waiting and waiting for this, because Madhavendra Puri was looking this beautiful boy, little boy, cowherd boy. He was attracted by this boy, but he didn't come. The same boy came in the dream of Madhavendra Puri at night, and he said, I am that cowherd boy who had come. Now I am buried somewhere here, nearby. Please get me out, because it's so hot. In the hot season, it's so hot, it's cold. And how do I know where it is? He said, the cow is coming every day to this place, and is milking me. It's milking itself, and I'm drinking that. So Madhavendra Puri, of course, went, brought his Brajavasis, and he saw the place where the cow was coming, and he dig, and he found a deity, and that deity is Srinathji, Gopal deity. And that Madhavendra Puri installed the Gopal deity on the top of the Govardhan. And of course, all the Muslims were always attacking, so they had to, Pujari had to always had to bring the deity, protect the deities, so they would bring the deity in Jatipura, And one time they brought the deity in Gantoli, and then of course finally the deity, Srinathji deity was in, Srinathji deity is now in Rajasthan. That is Gopal deity, originally by Madhavendra Puri. See, of course the Srinathji deity is worshipped by the Vallabhacharya Sampradaya. Very gorgeously they are worshipping in Rajasthan. Sometimes if you go, please go to that temple. Some of you must have visited. Beautiful. They worship so gorgeously that deity, Srinathji. But that is by Madhavendra Puri. See, this is the Govind Kund. Here, see, Indra is elephant is doing the Abhishek of Krishna. Here is Lord Indra, he has Surabhi cow. Here is a Surabhi Kund where Lord Indra came, he appeared with a Surabhi cow. He came here. You see, Lord Indra is offering obeisances, begging for the forgiveness from Krishna. Jatipura, Uddhava Kund, and we come to Radha Kund now. And we know the Kartik Chandra Prabhu had mentioned the shloka when he gave a class from Rupa Goswami written Updesamrita, that the holy place known as Mathura is, Mathura is spiritually superior to Vaikuntha, the transcendental world, because Mathura, Lord appeared. That's why Mathura is superior to than the Vaikuntha. Then of course superior to Mathura is the transcendental forest of Vrindavan, because Krishna performed Rasa pastimes. And superior to the forest of Vrindavan is Govardhan Hill, because it was raised by divine hands of Sri Krishna and was site of the various loving pastimes. And above all, super excellent Sri Radha Kund stands supreme, for it is overloaded with the ambrosial nectar, prem of the Lord of Gokula, Sri Krishna. Where then is that intelligent person who is unwilling to serve this divine Radha Kund, which is situated at the foot of Govardhan? Radha Kund is is in all three worlds. Radha Kund is a place, and it is mentioned in it is mentioned by Krishna. It's in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, 18th chapter, text 8. He said, just as Srimati Radharani is most dear to Lord Krishna, so her lake known as Radha Kund is also very dear to him. Of all the gopis, Srimati Radharani is certainly the most beloved. This is the Radha Kund, and so many Raghunath Das Goswami who stayed there for 42 years, performed the bhajan. I mean, I don't want to take much time because I want to further up. But here is the place where he is the one who built this Radha Kund and Shyam Kund. He had no money, but Lord appeared in the dream of the one big businessman, and he donated all this money to build the Radha Kund. Of course, Radha Kund, when Lord Chaitanya came, at that time the Radha Kund and Shyam Kund were all very unmanifested. So Lord Chaitanya came, that the village name was called village name was not Radha Kund at that time. But Lord Chaitanya is none other than Radha Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Ihanya. He knows. So he came in the one field, there were two puddles with water, and Lord Chaitanya is just jumping into that and taking the bath in that. And all the Brajvasi were surprised. Why is taking bath in these small puddles in the field? But that was Radha Kund and Shyam Kund. And of course, Raghunath Das Goswami came. Raghunath Das Goswami, he was the only son of his parents. He stayed in Jagannath Puri, and then he told, after he noticed all the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya in Jagannath Puri. He was under the Swarup Damodar, staying there, and then after Lord Chaitanya went to his abode. Then Raghunath Das Goswami wanted to he wanted to commit suicide. He wanted to jump from the Govardhan. So he came to Vrindavan, and of course when he came to Vrindavan, then Sanatan Rupa Goswami said, "You cannot do that. You go to Radha Kund." And that's where he stayed, and he was chanting the holy name for practically 24 hours, chanting the holy name. And he would only drink the more buttermilk, 1 cup of buttermilk. So this is this Raghunath Das Goswami said. And here is the place where our Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami stayed, their bhajan kutis. And this is where the Raghunath Das Goswami would talk about Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, and Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami write down the pastimes. This is right on the bank of the Radha Kund. Janava Baitak, Janava, Mother Janava. After Lord Nityananda left, she came here and she would stay and she would chant holy name. And she had a special way to go in the Radha Kund, steps, and she would take a bath in the Radha Kund. Then Janava Baitak is still there. She found that this is Radha Govindev. This is not the original Radha Govindev, this is the Pratibhu Murti. Pratibhu Murti is the same as Govindev. Original Govindev is now in Jaipur. But when they were bringing the Govindev and Vrinda Devi to Jaipur, Rajasthan, at that time they would bring by bullock cart. There was not a big truck bringing them. So bullock cart would go a couple kilometers, and they have to stop there. They had stopped here in Radha Kund. And because they had stopped here, in the future, they established that they had a Pratibhu Murti, which is same as Govindev. They established Govindev here on the bank of the Radha Kund. On the bank of the Radha Kund, of course, there are 8 Sakhis. Radha Karani's 8 Sakhis Kund supposed to be there. They are now becoming alupt, And same as the Krishna's 8 Sakhas has supposed to be a Kund around, Shyam Kund. There are 3 Goswamis Samadhis. These 3 Goswamis, I think is Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Raghunath Das, they another Goswami, Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, I think. And they left the same date, different year, but the same date they left. And this is a Samadhis are there. This is all on the bank of the Radha Kund. Here the Panch Pandavas, the 5 Pandavas are staying on the bank of the Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, because they want to have the darshan of the pastimes of Krishna, Radharani. Radharani and Krishna meet here in the afternoon time at 10:48 in the morning, around that until 2 o'clock, something like that. They meet every day here, even at present. You see, the Pandavas in front, the trees were there. They are now the trees are, But when they were building the Shyam Kunda, and at that time they were cutting the trees. So Yudhishthira Maharaj came in the dream of Raghunath Das Goswami. Please don't do that. We are here on the bank. So that's why if you see the shape of the Shyama Kund is not exactly like a Radha Kund. See, Shyama Kund shape is a little bit different because of these 5 Pandavas trees. Chaitanya Bellapur, Lord Chaitanya came here and he would stay and he would chant the holy name. Radha Madan Mohan temple. Madan Mohanji, of course, in original Madan Mohan is in Karoli. in Rajasthan, but this is the Pratibha Murti. Radha Gopinath, right here. Radha Gopinath is also in Rajasthan somewhere. This Pratibha Murti. Kundaleshwar Mahadev, Radha Krishna temple. Now we are going, this Chakreshwar Mahadev, I was talking about that. Here is the Sanatan Goswami's Bhajan Kutir, and this is the Chakreshwar Mahadev. This is on the way to, now we are going to Badrinath. Adi Badri, it's called Adi Badri, where Nar Narayan performed tapasya. How much time do I have? 20 minutes. Okay. I think I will cover. So, in Braj, Haridwar is there, Rishikesh is there, Gangotri is there, Jamnotri is there, Badrinath is there, Kedarnath, everything is there. And this is Krishna manifested for the pleasure of the Brajvasi. Krishna did fulfill all the desires of Brajvasis. Krishna said, well, I was not Lord Nrsimhadev, and Brajbasi said, his friend would say, come on, don't just, don't tell us you are, show us. So Lord Krishna would become Lord Nrsimhadev. See? So he fulfilled all the desires of the Brajbasis. So here is Gantoli Gram. The Lord Chaitanya accepted Govardhan as a Krishna. So that's why he would not go on the top of the Govardhan. And that's what we Gaudiya Vaishnava, we don't climb on the Govardhan. Because Govardhan is Krishna himself. He is a Haridas, he is a servant of Hari. At the same time, he is Krishna. So Lord Chaitanya would not go on the top. Lord Chaitanya wanted to have a darshan of the Gopal deity on the top. But he didn't want to go. So Krishna arranged. Both are the Lord Chaitanya is Krishna and Krishna is on the top. Right? Both are the same. So Krishna arranges such a way that the deities are it's spreaded everywhere. The Mughals are coming, the Muslims are coming. They're gonna break the temple. They're gonna deities. So they had the Pujari brought the deity, that Gopal deity, here, and then Lord Chaitanya went there is Gantoli and he had a darshan of the Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya darshan of this Gopal deity. Here Gantoli means the tight knot. Like we had a marriage yesterday, Prabhuji's marriage. So he is now bound up with the tight knots. Difficult to untie those knots. Once you tied up, you are tied up. Right? Difficult to untie. But Srimad Bhagavatam can do that, untie the knots. So here Gantal means the Krishna and Balaram. Krishna and Radharani were there and all the cowherd girls, they tied up the knot. The Krishna's dhoti and the Radharani's well, they tied him up. Gantoli. Tied up the knot. Radha and Krishna. This is where here. Of course they were playing the Holi here, and that's why the water, they say that once a year this water becomes completely colored, even at present. In this place. We are in Rajasthan now, and we're going to go to Badrinath now. This is the Badrinath. This is original Adi Badri. This is the original Badri. See? So, because because Nanda Maharaj Jasoda, they were worshipping Narayan. So they wanted to go to Himalayas, Adi Badri. Krishna said, no, you don't need to go there. It's too cold. So Krishna manifested as Adi Badri. And these deities are not carved, they are manifested, self-manifested deities. This is the Adi Badri of Uddhava, Naranarayan Rishi. Now I want to talk about Naranarayan Rishi here. Why Naranarayan Rishi appeared? Because it said that there was a demon, and of course his name became Sahasra Kavacha Asura, because he performed the tapasya and he pleased Lord Shiva, and he wanted to become immortal, this demon. But Lord Shiva said that's not possible. So he asked for the Kavacha. He said he asked for 1,000 Kavacha as a benediction from Lord Shiva. And then he asked just like Hiranyakashipu asked so many boons from Brahma. So here he asked for the Kavacha, that one Kavacha can break after someone performed tapasya for 1,000 years. And he has 1,000 Kavacha. So that means he was thinking, I'm going to be immortal. To break the one Kavacha, one has to perform the 1,000 years of tapasya. So imagine here 1,000 Kavacha. So he was thinking he immortal, and he was harassing all the devotees. He was harassing. So they all approached Lord. So Brahma had given benediction to Hiranyakashipu. Lord Shiva is giving benediction to this demon, and this demon was named as Sahasra Kavacha. Sahasra means 1,000 Kavacha. But how to do it? So they went to Lord Vishnu. All the devotees went to Lord Vishnu. Please help us. So Lord appeared as Naranarayan Rishi, and they appear in the Braj, because in the Braj it said that the one day of tapasya in this Adi Badri is equal to 1,000 years. 1 day of tapasya you perform in Adi Badri is equal to the benefits of 1,000 years. I think you all should come, isn't it? You all should come one time. You know how old I am? I'm 75. But why am I surviving like this? Because I'm doing parikrama. So if you all come to do parikrama, you will look young. All energy you will be jubilant. Anyhow, so so they went to the Lord said, where should we go? Asking to Narad Muni. Narad Muni said, you go to the Braj, go to this place in Braj, where you will perform tapasya. 1 day you will perform tapasya equal to 1,000 years. And the purpose for them was to kill this Sahasra Kavacha Asura, demon. So Nar performed the tapasya for 1 day equal to 1,000 years. So Nar removed one of his Kavacha. Then Narayan performed tapasya and removed Kavacha. Like that. They perform tapasya for 1,000 days, will be all his Kavacha will be over. Right? So they all, Narayan Rishi performed tapasya like that. But because of the benediction from Lord Shiva, they one day they kill the Kavacha, and then Nar becomes unconscious. Then the Narayan takes part. Narayan becomes unconscious, then Nar takes. Like that they did. So they remove this Asura's 999 Kavacha. And the one Kavacha was left. And Asura realized that now my time is coming. This was happening in Satya Yuga. my time is coming now. So what happened? He merged into, so he's merged into rays of the sun god. So in Dwapar Yuga, Queen Kunti, in Dwapar Yuga, Queen Kunti had a benediction, remember? From the Durvas Muni given her benediction that day. You can invite any demigods, and they can, in a demigods you ask, and Bisa, you will stay virgin, and you still will have the sons. And then of course, first Queen Kunti, to test it out, she was young girl, and tested whether this benediction works or not. So she called out to Surya God. Right? And of course, the son was born was Karna. So that Sahasra, Kavacha, Asura came as a Karna. And of course, that Karna, because Nar is Arjun. So Narayan had killed up to 999, Narayan together they had removed 999 kavacha, but one kavacha was left, and it was turned off Arjun. And that's why Arjun killed Karna. Arjun killed Karna in the battle of Kurukshetra. This is that Karna. Okay, so now so what happened is that the Narad Muni, he goes to, he travels everywhere, as we know, and he was traveling everywhere, and he goes to Vaikuntha, and what he sees in Vaikuntha, he sees in Vaikuntha, Narayan is sleeping on the Ananta Shesha, and Mother Lakshmi is massaging his feet. So Narad Muni is telling to Lord Narayan, look, every time come here, only I see you are just sleeping. You don't do anything. And I see Lakshmi is massaging your feet. You tell Lord Brahma to perform tapasya. You tell everybody to tapasya, and here you sleep. You do nothing else. I think you need to do something. You need to perform some tapasya. See? So, because he says, Yadadajadri Seshta, wherever great man goes, common men follow. And whenever I go, everywhere I go, Narad Muni says, everywhere I go, they ask what our Narayan is doing. What do I have to tell everybody? My Narayan is sleeping. And Lakshmi is massaging your feet. This is what you do. You need to do something. So Narayan thought, I think I should do something here. So he sent Lakshmi Devi to her father's place. You go to, and Narayan came. And Narayan is asking, where should I go to perform tapasya? Narad Muni. So Narad Muni said, you go to the Badrinath, Adi Badri, perform tapasya. But that's where there was Lord Shiva and Parvati were staying. They were performing tapasya there. So how can I Narayan go there? And they said, this is the potent place. That's where you perform tapasya. That's what Narayan is. So Narayan came as a little boy. He came as a little boy up here, and it's a cold, snow, heavy snow, cold. So his little boy just roaming around as a little boy. And the Bhadra and Parvati and Shivji, they go in the morning to take a bath in Tapasya Kund. So of course Parvati saw this little boy alone in the heavy cold in the snow. So Parvati kind of felt motherly love, she felt that Here little boy is just alone, nobody is there, no parents. Shiva said, please don't go near him. Shiva knew. Shiva was telling Parvati, don't go near him. But motherly love, she said, how can I just leave this boy alone? So of course Parvati went to him and asked little boy, where is your parents? He said, I have no parents. They left me here alone. In the cold, you are here alone in the cold. He said, yeah, what can I do? So of course Parvati took her in her lap, and Shiva said, you are getting into trouble here. But she didn't accept, and she brought little boy, and in their little hut where they were staying, so Shiva and Parvati were staying, so they brought him little boy, she fed him, and she put him to sleep, and then they locked the door from outside, and they put him to sleep, and they're gonna go there, Shiva and Parvati going to take a bath. When they return, the door is closed, locked from inside. And this little boy is into form of a Narayan, sleeping. See? So Shiva and Parvati knocking the door, but nobody's opening the door. And Shiva said to Parvati, I told you, isn't it? Don't bring this little boy here. I told you, don't do it. And they saw from side here, that little boy is already Narayan sleeping. So finally Narayan opened the door from inside and said, how can I serve you? So Shiva said, this is our place. No, I've come here to perform tapasya. You go somewhere else. And they send him to Kedarnath. Yes. And of course, Lord Narayan performed tapasya here. And of course, then after that, what happened is that Lakshmi Lakshmi returned from her parents' home. How long her parents will allow you to stay? Right? So Lakshmi returned. Lakshmi don't find Narayan. So she approached Narad Muni, where is my husband Narayan? Oh, he's performing tapasya. Go there. So, but the Lakshmi came here in Badrinath, and where she saw the Narayan was performing tapasya, and because she didn't want to disturb, so she came in the form of a Badri tree to give a shade to Narayan, so he can perform tapasya. So that's why it's known as Badrinath. Badri tree in the form of a tree. So this is, here is Trikut Parvat. This everything is there in Braj. Here is Lakshman Jula, which is from Haridwar, Rishikesh, somewhere. Triveni Sangam, three Parvat reaching. We go to Parikrama for all these places. Dev Sarovar, famous. Yogamaya temple. This is from Badrinath, we go to Kedarnath. This is the Kedarnath. This is Lord Shiva. This is self-manifested deity. Kedarnath, on top of the hill. You have to climb, I think, more than 400 steps to go up. Okay. Beautiful temple. Beautiful. This is the steps our devotees are going. See the steps. It's on top of the hill, underneath. And then now we're going to Kamyavan. Do I have still time or I'm done? 2 minutes. 3 minutes. Yes, please. So I think Kamyavan we will do it tomorrow. Now we'll try to cover. Tomorrow I think we are meeting Monday, 1 minute, in the evenings, as far as Prabhuji is telling. So we'll meet tomorrow evening. And then we have Tuesday, we have 2 sessions left. So I will try to cover. We still have another 5 forests to go. So, but we'll try to cover. Yes, Prabhuji.
You mentioned that there's Raghunath Das Goswami's Samadhi,
Yes.
the big Samadhi, like
Yeah.
big dome,
Mhm.
and then there's the Teen Goswami Samadhi.
Yes.
Raghunath Das
The
Goswami
Pushpa
Samadhi.
Samadhi.
So means that a body is under the big dome and in the Teen Goswami.
As far as I know, now sometimes it's difficult to, because some say something, someone says something, but that the 3 Goswamis, that is a Pushpa Samadhi.
I understood they put Teen Goswami Samadhi to save the body from desecration, like the Muslims were coming or something like that. So to save these Goswamis from being desecrated by those people, they made the Teen Goswami Samadhi and they burned they dug the body and they burned them. Is that true?
I don't know. I don't know these details. Sorry.
Thank you very much, Guru.
Welcome.
You were saying that the 60,000 princesses, they were listening to Uddhavari's Srimad Bhagavatam class,
Yeah.
and one by one they went back to the spiritual world. But
All the queens of Krishna.
yes, but somewhere else we hear that when Arjuna was taking all the queens to Hastinapura,
Yes.
they were attacked.
Yes, they were attacked. But Arjun, according to Mahabharata, Arjun left because Arjun thought he had Gandhiva and he can fight, but he could not because. Yes.
That way they were kidnapped and taken away. So it looked like a duality.
Yes, that's true. Sometimes we go through their dualities. What can I say?
Maybe
According to scripture, but this is mentioned. This pastime is mentioned in the. Let me see. In the Srimad Bhagavatam Mahatmya is mentioned about this, that the Maharaj Parikshit brought all this. Maharaj Parikshit brought all of them here.
So there's no clear explanation
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
I remember the first Vraja Mandala Parikrama that I attended, I think it was in 91. And Simonas Loka Marci told the story that just before the start of Kali Yuga, all the holy places, they wanted to meet together to have a Ishtagosti, how to counteract all the impurities that would come upon them. So they discussed the place where they would meet, and they all assembled there. And all the holy places were present except Vrindavan. Vrindavan didn't come.
Yeah.
So then they started to gossip, all the holy places started to speak bad about Vrindavan, that Vrindavan feels very arrogant because Krishna appeared there, was going to appear there. So
Right.
there was all discussion.
Yeah.
And then the result
I will
was-
add some points in there when you're done. Go ahead.
Yes. So then they decided, okay, let's all go there and teach this Vrindavan a lesson.
Right.
Not
Yes.
attending.
Yes.
So all the holy places went to Vrindavan.
Yeah.
But when they entered Vrindavan, they were flabbergasted by the beauty of Vrindavan and the devotional spirit that was there. So they forgot all their negativity and they decided to eternally reside in Vrindavan. And that's why Bhadrinath is there, Kedarnath is there, Pushkar is there, all the holy places. So it always stuck in my mind that
Yeah.
the holy places visited Vrindavan and didn't want to leave.
Yes.
So, you know where it's from?
There is another pastime about it, that Prayagraj is the Allahabad, where the 3 rivers meet, right? 3 rivers meet in Prayagraj. So Prayagraj means the king. He was a king of all the holy places. So all the demigods were celebrating to Prayagraj, and Narad Muni came. And Narad Muni liked to instigate, as you know, he likes to instigate the things for the good of Krishna. So he's telling to Prayagraj, look, you are the king. You're the king of the whole, and everybody is here, but the Braj is not here. Braj Dham is not here. Look at it. You are the king. So Prayagraj was upset about it. That why everybody, all the holy places come, but no Braj. Nobody, no Braj doesn't come and give me some gift. So Prayagraj came to Braj. He's coming to Krishna. And Krishna, he's telling to Krishna. Krishna says, you are living in my house. And you're asking for that? I am the king of everything. I don't need to give you anything. You see. And that Triveni Kund the well is there in Nandagaon. And all the 3 rivers water is there in that well. Near Narayan Bhatt Goswami's Samadhi in Uchagaon. Lalita Sakhi appeared there. Is right there. And then in that well is the water of all 3 rivers. So king is all of the holy places. The king is not this Prayagraj, but king is the Krishna's Braj. Mataji had some question.
I just want to know, because I didn't understand from that Arjuna killed Karna, how that's, and yeah.
Because the 999 kavacha were removed,
Yeah.
right? And that was Narayan was the last one who had removed the 999th kavacha. So one kavacha was left, right? And he merged this, demon merged into the sun rays, right? And when the Kunti had a boon from the Durvas Muni, says she can call any demigods, right? So she had called the sun first, right? And the Karna was born. Karna was born with that one kavacha, remember? Right? So who can remove that kavacha? Whose turn was that? Arjuna's turn was there to remove that one kavacha from Karna. That's why Arjuna killed Karna. To remove that one kavacha.
So why the brother did that?
Sorry?
Why brother has to kill?
Well, Arjuna didn't know that Karna was his brother. Only Kunti knew. And Karna knew now. Karna finally knew. And we know that Krishna told Karna before the battle of Kurukshetra start. Krishna went to Karna and told him. And Karna is telling me now. At the end, when the battle is going to start, telling me now to go to my brothers. No, I cannot do it. I'm obliged to Duryodhana. And Karna said that I know that I'm gonna lose my life. I know that, but still I'm obliged to Duryodhana. Just like Bhishma and Dronacharya, right? That's what happened. So Arjuna didn't know. 4 brothers, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadev, Yudhishthira, they didn't know. It was when after Arjuna killed, then Kunti is telling. And then Yudhishthira Maharaj got angry with her. You didn't tell us? You allowed to kill our brother? Is that okay? Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Hare Krishna. So we will tomorrow evening. Thank you again. What time? 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. 5:30. Okay, 5:30 we'll meet tomorrow and we'll continue further. Hare Krishna. Thank you.